So if you could just introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about each of your characters.
I'm Adelaide Kane. I play Jules Millen.
Alexis Floyd. I'm playing Simone Griffith.
My name is Midori Francis, and I play Mika Yasuda.
Niko Terho, and I play Lucas Adams.
I'm Shum Jr, and I play Benson Blue Kwan.
Grey's Anatomy is this award-winning show. It has a huge fan base. How do you feel about stepping into this world of Grey's?
Terrifying, yeah.
I really try not to think about it.
It's all these things that kind of just make this concoction of like just this beautiful drink that we can share with existing cast and also this wonderful new cast as well, to have this legacy that we kind of have to, you know, uphold or hopefully bring different energy in. It's really exciting.
I can already see the friendship just in the few minutes we've been talking. How did you build that level of chemistry so quickly?
Midori bullied us all into going into intern dinner like the day we met.
I think it's also just like something that you can't exactly pick.
It's just like a family, like,
Yeah.
you know, and I think that's what's like, that's what's fun. We can laugh at ourselves, we can laugh at each other, and I think that helps with everything that we're doing.
I think also the fact that we're just all coming in together to this new experience of like Grey's Anatomy. It's this established thing, and we're just all coming in as these newbies, so we all like kind of gravitate towards each other, you know? We're our crutches here, so.
You guys are the newbies, but there are some original OGs still starring on the show. Yeah. Have you gotten any advice from them about stepping into these roles?
Oh, yeah. Tons. Yeah, they've been really lovely and very welcoming, and we've gotten a lot of advice from Ellen, from Chandra. For example, doing your rehearsals and learning your lines while you're like doing your dishes or moving around your house, because there's so much movement. You're always moving, which is something I hadn't thought of and has been really helpful. Because learning lines sitting in a chair is very different from saying those same lines while you're grabbing retractors and, you know, intubation trays and putting gloves on and running down hallways.
Well, I got the chance to talk to Jesse Williams, and he was super great about giving me advice, and we like talked for a little bit, and I used the advice he gave me every time I step onto set.
Have there been any specific themes or storylines you've connected to in the scripts thus far?
They really do a pretty extraordinary job of making these people professionals, but also like personal, emotional, sensitive beings, like all of us are, which I think mirrors an environment that's familiar to everyone, is showing up to work and, again, wanting to be dedicated to your craft, but also being a feeling person. Yeah. And sometimes things happen 20 minutes before work that just stay with you in the day, and it's just sort of amazing. The show's been around for 19 seasons, and they're still finding new ways to talk about new dynamics that mirror, you know, conflicts that happen in the world around us, but also just things that are sort of universally, timelessly true.
Did you guys reference any real-life experiences or inspirations in bringing this role to life?
Well, my mom's a nurse, so I've grown up around a lot of like medical terminology my whole life. I was learning my lines and I realized I don't know how to say the names of any of the medications or technical like medical procedures in an American accent. So I've had to sort of relearn my American accent in this very specific technical jargon that I've never had to use before. So that was like fun. I haven't had to work on my American accent in a while, and I was like, oh, God. Norepinephrine.
I have a doctor cousin who's an OBGYN, and then a friend who's an OBGYN, weirdly. I remember we watched Grey's together in middle school, no joke, at my house. So I interviewed both of them, like talked to them, and like got inspiration. And like I think what really hit me was just like honestly how hard it was those first few years, and just like how like extraordinary that is, and like selfless and amazing. You're working these hours, you're going through all this stuff, and the responsibility of that, I think, was more serious after talking to them, of like, I want to make sure that I do this justice, you know?
Do you have a most memorable moment on set, either while filming or behind the scenes thus far?
I was thinking about it this morning, where there's a scene where we were educating teenagers about a certain subject. I mean, all across the board was funny, but Midori, I could not breathe from laughing at the moments that you had. You were on one, that was amazing.